I know this is a hot take, but stick with me. I'm Carnivore Granny, here to bring you what worked well for me, the science behind it, and why you might want to give it a go to help you reach your health goals. Let's jump right on in and chop it up. Welcome back to my channel, where we talk about everything carnivore and meat-based living. Today I want to share why I went plant-free, what it's done for my health, and why, at least for now, I have no plans to go back. So if you're struggling with weight, blood sugar issues, autoimmune symptoms, or constant cravings, this video just might challenge what you've been told about healthy eating. Like many people, I was told that grains, fruits, and vegetables were the foundation of a healthy diet. But I wasn't healthy. I dealt with prediabetes, insulin resistance, autoimmune issues, inflammation, and constant cravings. So I started experimenting. First low carb, then keto, then carnivore, and eventually the Lion Diet. What happened next honestly changed everything. Let's start with the most obvious benefit, weight loss. Grains are extremely calorie dense because of their carbohydrate content. When you remove them and switch to a low-carb diet like keto or carnivore, your body stops burning carbs and starts burning fat instead. That shift alone can lead to significant weight loss, but more importantly, you lose visceral fat, the dangerous fat around your organs. Losing weight also reduces strain on your joints and bones, making movement and exercise so much easier. And if you're transitioning to low or zero carb, something as simple as walking is a great place to start. A low carb diet doesn't just help with weight, it can also improve heart health. Reducing carbs and grains can lower blood cholesterol and improve metabolic markers associated with heart disease. For many people, going grain-free is actually a heart-healthy choice, not the opposite. Next is blood sugar control, and this one is huge for me personally. I was pre-diabetic for years, and I likely still have some degree of insulin resistance. Grains contain starch, especially amylopectin, which spikes blood sugar quickly. When you remove starch from your diet, blood sugar becomes dramatically easier to manage. For anyone dealing with diabetes or pre-diabetes, this alone can be life-changing. One of the main reasons I originally tried low carb was for my autoimmune condition. Grains can increase intestinal inflammation and trigger autoimmune reactions, especially in people with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity. As I reduced carbs and grains, my symptoms improved. I went from low carb, which is 50 to 100 grams of total carbs per day, to keto, which is 20 grams of total carbs per day, then to strict carnivore, which is zero carbs, essentially. Animal products sometimes have negligible carbs in them, but they're not processed carbs, and it's usually dairy and eggs, so we're not very concerned about those. And now I'm on the Lion Diet, which is also zero carb, but only ruminant meat, salt, and water. My goal is remission, and eliminating plant foods has been a critical part of that process. Grains in many plants contain anti-nutrients, things like phytates, oxalates, and lectins that interfere with nutrient absorption. When you remove them, digestion often improves, and your body absorbs minerals and protein much more efficiently. This is also why many people on meat-based diets find they need far fewer supplements, if any at all. Grains also contain proteins called prolamins, which act like opioids in the brain. That's why it is so easy to overeat bread, pasta, and pizza, and why stopping feels almost impossible. When you remove grains, those cravings disappear, you stop thinking about food all the time, and overeating becomes much less of an issue. Next, we'll talk about gluten and why I avoid it completely. And if I eat gluten, I feel it immediately. Bloating, discomfort, and the next day I feel like I've got the flu. Gluten sensitivity affects up to 1 in 8 people, and many don't even realize it. Add the opioid-like effect of Prolamins, and it's a recipe for inflammation, cravings, and overeating. People always ask, but what about fruits and vegetables? For me, one big concern is glyphosate, a weed killer sprayed on crops since the 1970s. Even organic produce can be affected due to wind drift. Plants also contain, as I've said, oxalates, lectins, and phytates, which for someone with autoimmune or gut issues, those compounds can be very problematic. And despite what we've been told, humans do not need fiber for gut health or regular bowel movements. There's no solid evidence that fiber improves gut bacteria, diversity, or overall health, especially on a meat-based diet. Now let's talk about carnivore versus keto. Most animal-based diets aren't anti-vegetable. They're anti-refined grains, seed oils, and ultra-processed foods. If someone tolerates non-starchy vegetables well, keto can work great, but that if matters. The carnivore diet removes everything except animal foods for 30 to 90 days. After that, if you choose, you can reintroduce other foods one at a time. Personally, I have no plans at this point to add plants back in. Animal foods provide nutrients in forms plants simply cannot match. So going plant-free has helped me lose about 50 pounds, stabilize my blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and move toward autoimmune remission. This isn't about dogma, it's about results. If you're struggling and nothing else has worked, experimenting with an animal-based or carnivore diet might be worth considering. If this video helped you in any way, please hit the like button and let me know in the comments. Have you tried low carb, keto, or carnivore? And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.